Hello, welcome to your next stop in the 24-hour around the world live stream journey with MRYCG. Sun is gleaming. Happy Easter, everybody. It's an Easter Sunday here in the UK and anywhere else around the world it might be. Sun is very bright. As you can see, it's glaring through. I'm just going to see if I can twist that, make it a little less brighter. That's a fraction better, but that'll do. Yeah, loft window here, gleaming on me. So, huge welcome to everybody. I do have you all here to view. Now, you're very first persons to see some little technological wizardry that I've implemented into the loft, where the layout is. And we're going to be having for those that you've never seen this layout, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tour around the layout, and we've got some trains running for you to entertain. First of all, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Craig and Zara for the last hour in the journey through 24 hours for MRYCG. Absolutely fantastic, and some hilarious moments. It's always Craig's fault, never Zara's. Get that right, Craig. Remember, never Zara's fault. Yeah, thank you very much for a great stream. It was absolutely funny, and obviously everyone else beforehand. I've got the list of the previous streams. So, starting off the show was Jason Wilson, aka the Train Freak, over in Arkansas in the USA. He started off the 24-hour live stream event, and he was on for 2 hours. So fantastic! I did bob on for the beginning of it for a short while, and it was an absolutely fantastic that he took he volunteered to start the show. I was very honoured for him to do that. And bear in mind, all these live streams will be reviewable and will be featured in an MRYCG playlist later on once we've all done. But this is about Barnabas Junction. So, yeah, thank you very much to Jason. And then followed on from that, we had Milo. It was a latecomer. Milo, he went on. In fact, I don't know what time he finished. He started at 2 a.m. and then he went on and on and on. He said he was doing an hour, and I think he ended up there about 3 or 4. But well done, Milo, for jumping in there, because we did have some in the late night slots empty for the 24 hours. So it's not been a full 24 hours, but we've tried our best anyway. But it's all good fun. Starting off then for the early morning breakfast shift here in the UK was Dave Gilmore over at Tinsley TMB, and I did catch up because I was up late, obviously. I did catch up on his stream, and it was a really good one. I really like the interesting history that he shows on that stream, all about the Tinsley depot, because it is a complete replication of the actual Tinsley depot. So well done, Dave. And we'll catch Dave again straight after me here at 1 o'clock. More about that in a moment. Also, then we had Jenny Kirk. Thank you very much, Jenny. Fantastic stream she did. We're talking many things about modern railways on the news and history and things in the future. And also, well done on your job with DCC Concepts. Fantastic news, and wishing you all well on that. Followed on from that, we did have Brian at Finnerton Central. Now, he's not very tech savvy, and it's taken him some doing to get sorted, but he got there just about. He did I'm not sure whether that was his first ever live stream. He may have done some before, but not been too successful. But well done, Brian, for getting on and doing a live stream. It was a lovely live stream, showing us some intricate reworks of an old Class 25. I think it was a 25 or it was a 31. Lost me. I think it was a 25. And then on to that, it was Craig, Donegal Junction, with Zara. Fantastic. So huge thank you to everybody that's joined in throughout the streams already. There are many more. We're only halfway through the 24 hours. I thought that this is a perfect opportunity for me to jump on, talk about what's been and what's coming up. So I'll talk about what's coming up a little bit more in a short while. But while you're here at Barnabas Junction. What is Barnabas Junction? It's a double O gauge loft layout. It's 14 foot by 14 foot. The widest span is approximately 2.5 foot, which is the station area behind me. The side areas are 2 foot, and the over the loft hatch area is approximately 1 foot, but has just received a little bit of an expansion on that. We also do have a 6 foot by 2 foot extension that attaches to the main layout. This is a TMD, and it is an exhibition layout, which is kindly donated to me. that has been fitted into the layout. So I'll show you that if you have, those that have not seen it, in a little bit of a tour. The layout itself has been under construction for about 14 years, 15 years, but it's only been on YouTube for 5. It's actually coming up to its 5th birthday on YouTube on June the 4th, I think it is. So not far away from its 5th birthday, but the actual layout itself, and there is a video, my very first video, that was recorded of trains running up here, and that was taken many years ago. So the actual layout is about 14, 15 years old, but didn't come into fruition until it really went on, just before it went onto YouTube. And it is the, I know we ever say a layout's never complete. Well, definitely not, because this is the 11th incarnation of a design. And I still make a few changes now and then, but yeah, 11th, taking it up, put it down, start it again, that sort of thing, 11 times. I was one of these when it was all about quick, slap as much track down as you can to get as many trains on the layout. But that is a train set then, and I wanted to make it more realistic, so it went from the train set to a model railway. So less is more. The track, most of the track came up because it was literally everywhere. It was every bit of spare board, baseboard that was available. Had a piece of track on it, and there was trains everywhere. But no, as you can see, I've got shelving up there in the background. They hold up all the trains that are not currently on the layout, on 99% of them, including the rolling stock. And yeah, it's a model railway now. And it's loosely depicted on the town of Crewe, which is where I'm from. And so that's how I've tried to focus the station. I'm just going to have a look at the chat. 33 of you in chat, thank you very much for dropping by. Just looking through, everyone's happy. Good to see you all. Hi, Jason, all in chat. I think my chat's frozen actually because no one's commented for a while, and it did this to me last week. So I'm just going to refresh my own stream. There we go. It's refreshed now. I'll just pop that back up. So yeah, the layout, 14, 15 year old. The actual, as a model railway, it's only about 5 years old, just over 5 years old. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's gone. I still change it as I'm going along. Recently, I completely ripped out the end of the layout and rebuilt it because it was built with a lot of scrap wood that I just had lying around just to get something running over the loft patch area, and it was MDF. It was kind of warping. So I ripped it all out, start again. I am so pleased with how it's developed. If any of you have not seen the progress development of what I've been doing, then please feel free to check out my back library on my channel. So I'm testing something out. This is a bit of wizardry that I'm testing out brand new today for camera setups. Now, initially, I only really run one camera via my laptop because it's not very powerful. It's not, but with the bit of wizardry, I've actually got 3 cameras now on it, and it works. Fingers crossed. So we're going to do some camera switching. I did trial it when I did a running session last Tuesday on the TMD, and it kind of worked. So I'm taking it a step further. That was only 2 cameras. I've now got 3 cameras, and I do have the option of having more, and that will hopefully come in the future. I've got another camera which is downstairs. I forgot to grab it before I come on live, so I couldn't set it up in time. But we'll go with what we've got. Obviously, I've got my main camera, the good one there. It's up in front of you. I can move that. I can move the camera around the loft, have a look around. So there's the TMD. Unfortunately, I've positioned it so the beam of the loft blocks the camera, but I'm going to make adjustments for that. And over this side, you'll see more of that in a moment. That's the countryside. And yeah, I can flick it all around, move it around. I'll do like these brackets that I've got the camera on. Let's turn that back up again. So I'm going to pop down in the basement myself, and I'm going to pop up another camera, and we'll have a look at what I've been doing. So see you in a moment. Right, so there we go. Switch to camera number 2. Gives me the opportunity to have a sit down. Apologies, coming to cough. So this is an area of development, both in front of you and behind, that I've been working on. I'm really pleased. I'm going to slow that TPE down a little bit. It's going a bit too quick how it's warmed up. So I do have some trains running, so you will see them as we progress through the chat. Let's have a look at chat. So yes, let's have a look at what people are saying. Let's answer some questions. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm just going to go back in the chat and look. Hi online, Dad. That's from Benton Road. Jeff Freeman in, thank you very much. John Nutman, hello, welcome after all the eggs. Oh, wow, it's sunny in Crewe. Yeah, it is. It's super sunny in Crewe. It's actually blue skies, glorious out there. It's not very warm, but it's glorious out there. Peter, Class 47 Peter says I can smell the lamb cooking. Ooh, yummy. You got a good nose for there, Peter. Very cloudy in Wigan. Has started out sunny this morning, says CSX. It's lovely here. It is a bit of clouds, but there's lots of blue sky. Live streaming is not for me, says Brian. You did an absolutely splendid job, Brian. Don't worry. Angel Share Model Railways. Hi, Jason, and all in chat. Hello to you, Brian. Dave Smith. Good evening. I'm sorry. I'm so used to say evening. Crossways Point Junction. That is Bernie. Saying yes, I'm in Wigan too. Railway Noob. Hello, everybody. Andy Hudson. Hello. Andy Hudson will be on later also. So keep with me, and I will tell you what's coming up later in the 24-hour around the world live stream event. John PW22, happy Easter, Jason, and to all. Yes, indeed, happy Easter to you all. I hope you're enjoying your chockies from the Easter Bunny. John Watts says, same control I've got, Barnabas Junction. Yes, I've got the Hornby Elite, and one thing I will, and I'll touch plenty of wood, I have had absolutely zero problems with that. It has been updated, and it works brilliantly. The only thing I don't like about it is the clunkiness of the buttons. That is it. Apart from that, I love that control. Clive Cobbold, hi mates. I modelled the BR West Coast Mainline in the 80s in and around the Lancaster and Heysham Harbour and Stranraer Harbour in southwest Scotland with models of BR Sea-Link car ferry at the harbours. Wow, fantastic, excellent. That's going to be a interesting site, and would love to see some photographs of that, or even any video. If you've got any videos, feel free to join with the MRYCG group on Facebook if you have Facebook, and share any photographs and interests that you may have. Thank you very much for letting us know. That is wonderful. Now, Barnabas Junction layout primarily started early 80s, 90s with the BR Blue and HSTs and Intercity Swallow. It did move obviously into the 90s, and it has transitioned to more of a modern image layout. But I still do have a lot of older stock. I've got an APT, which is obviously part of Crewe. It's in Crewe. I've got the BR Blue HSTs. I've got Intercity Swallow liveried HSTs and the exact livery HSTs. I've got Virgin HSTs. I've got to go through the decades quite a lot. Crossways, I am live at 5. Yes, indeed you are. So catch Bernie at 5. Simon, Model Railway Showcase, saying, haven't painted that footbridge yet. No, I haven't. And do you know what? I was sat up here last night, setting these cameras up, and I thought, do you know what? I need to get that footbridge painted. So I'm actually, with the weather being so fine, once I finish, I think I'm going to go down, go and get the spray paint out of the shed, and I'm going to give that a good coating of painting. So yeah, thanks for reminding me, Simon. So hopefully it'll be done. Jason, can you dust off your Mark IIs, please? They're very dirty. Yes, they do. They are very dirty, actually. They do need a wipe. I could do with a coach wash, couldn't I? Where it brushes off the coaches as they pass under. Especially the one that the Class 47 police train is pulling. I'm just going to move that camera over a little bit so you can see them pass through a bit. There we go. Afternoon. Just had a Cadbury's cream egg from the missus. I had 50 of them for Christmas, and I've only just finished them. They were from the daughter. They were lovely, though. That I have to admit. I did my first model railway auction, so much temptation. Ooh. I'm just going to tilt that light. It is very bright up here, isn't it? That might just help things. I might lower them cameras down a little bit. I'm not sure if they're a bit too high up to get a glare on them. We'll do it now. You need a Zara as a distraction. Martin, that's probably me. Yeah. New livery, Interchange. Yeah. It's a silly. That would be good, wouldn't it? I'll have to make that up. I'm always pestering. Yes, he does. He's always pestering me. That's 47 people. Got a layout update coming, hopefully later this month. Superb paint. Andy Sonson, weathered, Jason. What's weathered? Just notice that's not level. There we go. It's level now. It's because it's at an angle. There we go. You're level now. The wife's in. Afternoon. Usually he brings everything down once a year and I wipe it all down. Yes, she does. I'm very proud of her for that. She volunteered to do that. It is due a clean down. So I'm going to switch camera now. So here we go. There you go. You've got the secondary view, and in this view, you can obviously see. Oh, they are dusty, aren't they? They're bad, aren't they? Really show. Look at that. Really shows up. I'll have to get a damp cloth. You can see why I've wiped them. Oh my lord. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat now. But yes, it's weathering. It's weathering. It's natural weathering, the dust is. Use a good old makeup brush to dust them off. Works wonders. Class 47P to Clive is saying, hi, mate. I have photos of my layout, but I only have email. Feel free to email me at barnabasjunction@gmail.com, Clive, and I will share out, if it's okay with you, if you give permission, I will share out with some of the community after my show, if you like. Love a good cream egg. Yeah. Do you know what I'd really like if they made some giant, not like you get your normal big Easter eggs. Would it be great if they made a big cream egg? Literally, really big, thick, big cream egg. That would be great. Pete saying hi to Rach. Hiya, Rach from Benton as well. Your dusty coach. Yeah, there is dust up here. John Nutman, you got any Lyco sound fitted? Not Lyco, but I do have several trains with sound, and I will get one on. Only thing is with I forgot what it's called now. StreamYard sound does not come over fantastically, unfortunately, but I will do it for you. I will put some in. Make your coach wash thing for you. I'll make a coach wash thingy for you, Jason. That's very kind of you if you wish to. Class 47P, a bit of a shameless plug, uploaded a new running session video today. Don't forget to check it out. Excuse me, just to dust off them coaches. Thank you very much, Peter. Look forward to taking a look at that later. Gary, Leicester Station TMD's in. Afternoon, Rach. Finnerton Central, what's the plans for the foreground, Jason? Do you mean on this camera, Brian, or do you mean on the other camera where the footbridge was showing? If you mean the I'll tell you both sides, obviously. The footbridge is going to have a lot of overgrown shrubbery. In fact, I'll switch back to that camera so you know what I'm talking about. So where the footbridge is, I'll just tilt the camera. You can see just a bit further up. You can see there's a barrel crossing there. Now here, the footbridge is going to have a path going to the barrel crossing. Then the barrel crossing goes over to another area just to the side here, which has got scenics on, as you can see over there. And there's going to be a little village scene on there with a church, a pub, maybe a bit of a bowling green, and a cenotaph like monument in it as well. The area that you've just seen with the rock face, that is more work currently in progress. Really pleased with the rock face that I've done. I have done a show and tell on how that was done. Please feel free to go check it out. I've used the tips taken from Tom's Trains and Things channel. He did a rock face video and it's absolutely spot on. Using paints, Indian ink. It's absolutely superb. I'm just stunned on how good that's come out. But Amtrak Junction, Ray. Yes, the dust is like weathering. Indeed, it is, Ray. What's right? Hi, Benton. Yes, oh, thanks. Just going to sort us out with a bit of dinner. Yeah, you got well, some little snack. We had our Easter Sunday lunch yesterday on Saturday, so I just switched the camera again. So yeah, this is the rock face. Just tilt it so you can see it maybe a little bit better. So I am super pleased with that. It's a sandstone rock face, which features very well with what we have up here in the Cheshire regions. We do have a lot of sandstone. Mark Wilson, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you for joining me. Mike Clive says, I also have 2 old Hornby car APT trains on my layout. Right, you got the 8-car ones. Oh, I'm just going to have to move some stuff so you can just briefly show you what I have. I have the Mark 1 APT, Clive, without the bandana on the cab fronts. So I'm just moving stuff out of the way so I can spin the camera around because it's actually parked up. So I'm just going to switch the camera back again and move the camera over. Allow me. So should just see just in the distance over here, just behind that, you'll see my APT 5-car set. There you go. You see it hidden away in the slope behind the tracks. So yeah, that was purchased by the wife as a non-runner, and I had it running within 10 minutes. Angel Share, hi, Rach, and all the gang. Rock looked great, thank you very much. I'll switch you back to that camera now. I do like this camera switching, it works really well. Mark Wilson, good afternoon, sir. Yes, nice, Rach. I just got back from the yard. Couldn't ride through as Waldo is lame. Yes, I believe so. So, no. Hope he gets better soon, or you get better soon. Brian, Finnerton Central cream eggs are not what they used to be. They did change. They did change, but they've improved them again. What's your channel name, Clive? Clive hasn't got a channel for it's basically what his name is. Cream eggs have definitely got smaller. Yeah, that I'll agree on. Other camera, right? I'm just chilling. Benton, I've pulled a muscle in the leg. Yeah, doing a karate. Shame you're not running the DB. That is sorry, you couldn't resist. It is. I can run it. It's parked up, ready to roll. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and do this. This is where it all goes wrong. On a live stream, I'm going to run 2 trains on the same track. It ain't going to end well, I can guarantee. Bear with me, I'm just sorting it out. So we've got to wait for this 68 to pass. Right. There you go, just for you, Simon. Hi, Jason. Just tuned into the live. Hope your Easter Bunny called. It certainly has. Thank you for dropping by, Ronald. Class 47. I was a big mini cream eggs yesterday. Stuffed them all. Oh, I love mini eggs. Task Horrible 2. Scrapline, Tim. Good evening. Oh, I'm doing it again. Afternoon, I should say. Still trying to sort this StreamYard out for live streaming. I tried last night with 3 cameras. I've got 3 cameras operating right now, Gary, and it's working really well. Daryl Delta, morning, Jason, and everyone. Morning to you. Finnerton, Garrett, I fried my head. Ahoy! If anyone needs any help with setting up StreamYard, I did just a random Sunday stream actually about setting it up. It's really easy actually when you get to the nitty gritty of it. Ormy's new APT looks amazing. Shame it's well out of the price range. It is, but it's still good value for money. But it's still well out of a lot of people's price ranges, unfortunately. Crossways is saying hi, afternoon again to everybody. John Nutman, hi Digger Evans, Model Railway. Hi Digger, ahoy, ahoy everybody. He says ahoy, ahoy. Hey, it's actually not doing too bad. That 37. Finnerton ditto, Pete. Glad I've got the old one. Digger, hi Crossways, hi Digger for Finnerton. If it goes wrong, you can blame me. I like that. So if it all goes wrong, it's Simon's fault. Okay, so we're going to have a blame Simon. So far, so good, Si. So you're doing all right, mate. Wow, is it afternoon? Best I get out of bed. Chris Hunt, yes, it is the afternoon. It is 12:29 in the afternoon on Sunday, an Easter Sunday, the 4th of April. And why are you still in bed when you've got the 24-hour live stream event taking place from MRYCG? Amtrak Ray saying, Digger Evans, hello, and to Pete as well. Upward and onwards over in New Zealand. Hey, you, how are you? We are well. Aaron, thank you for dropping in. Hashtag blame Simon. Like that. Keep that going. That's it now. Hashtag blame Simon. We're going to keep that with that hashtag. Oh, you got it now, Si. So, feel free to post any questions. I'm going to grab my other camera. I'm going to take Charlie McGowan. Good morning from Toronto. Everything looks great. So, get to blame Simon trending in MRYCG as well. Absolutely. Come on, guys. Post it all around the MRYCG social media. Hashtag blame Simon. And remember also hashtag Simon Trains Model Railway Showcase after it. So everyone knows where Simon is. I started the Blame Simon revolution. Yay! It's 11:30 at night in New Zealand. Might try to pull an all-nighter for the streams. Oh, if you're going to miss some crackers, I can tell you that now. I would love to be watching all streams tonight. Made any budlier yet? No, I haven't. But I can tell you, Tim, I have today received my polyfiber to have a go at my hawthorns. This came all the way, would you believe it, from this model shop. And then probably Tim Wells at Tim's Trains and Adventures. I know this guy because it's from the Isle of Wight. So I'm going to be having a look at this using this polyfiber, as I know you have recommended it, Tim. So we'll be having a go of it. Brambles all the way then. Yes, I followed your advice, and I'm really looking forward to having a go at some of the brambles. And I do like how you've done using some old thread of string to create brambles and puddley and stuff. First, it was hashtag love Stuart Love Class 70s. Then it was hashtag Jason Love DB Shank. No, he didn't. Then it was Craig loves Westerns. And now it's hashtag blame Simon. John Norton, I got a Class 20 chipped and hope to get my Class 50 done with sound. Well, talking of Class 50s, I've got an issue with my Class 50. And I'm wondering if anyone can actually offer some advice on it. But I'm just going to grab it. I'll just wait for the fact I can use this in a line here. The 350 has actually stopped. This is the Hornby Super Detailed Class 50 013 organ corps. And I have an issue with the lighting. Absolutely nothing wrong with the locomotive. It operates beautifully. It runs beautifully. It's just a lighting issue. No matter what I do, the head code lights stay on. And the tail lights are always on one end. So I've actually got the head code lights on there, but no headlights. I've got tail lights on there, no head code lights, obviously. But if I was to switch its direction, the head code lights would stay on, the red lights, tail lights will come on, the red tail lights stay on, and the head code light comes on. So I ended up with all lights on, so it ends up red both sides and both head codes on, if I just swap the direction. I don't know whether it's the decoder or whether it's the wiring in the locomotive. It's a very fragile locomotive, and I'm very unsure about going in depth on it. I was very careful with this, actually getting the body off to put the decoder in it, to check the decoder that's in it, because the grills on it can be easily damaged. So if anyone's got any ideas or has maybe come across any issues with these Hornby Class 50s, with lighting issues for the decoder, please get in touch. Wayne Duggan is your man who'll sort that 50 out. Oh, cheers, Scrapline. Just catching back up on chat. Don't want to miss anybody's comments. I think I missed half the chuffing streams. Well, they're all there to go back on. No worries. Feel free, and there will be a list of them on the stream. I also noticed that YouTube keeps dropping the quality of the stream down to 144. Just checking up, making sure we are still live, because I've got a spinning circle of doom on my screen. I'm just going to refresh. Hopefully everybody's still there. Yes, we have a circle of doom. I'm just waiting for, if anyone can still hear me, I am just waiting for image to come up on screen for me, as it would seem that we have the circle of doom. There we go. An image has returned. We're just going to check. Let me get rid of that. We're on 240 now. That's not what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to 480. I'm going to that will help things. Yeah, that's 480. So stream at 480. Switch the camera. Yes, you can all hear me. Thank you very much. So it is the cameras. So while it's playing spinnies, it is obviously down to the camera issue. Or it could be. Does everybody have picture, or is picture still poor? Well, I've just got to keep an eye on the time, so I'm not overrunning into the next person's stream. So I'll just change that to full screen. There we go. Hey. Oh, right. So we're all hunky dory again. So I'm just going to switch back to the 50. So yeah, there's the 50. So looking back at the chat, let's have a look, so I don't miss anything. So, okay. So what is your email address? My email address is Barnabas Junction, as in the title of the channel name, at gmail.com, Clive. Hashtag blame Simon. Yeah, there's another blame Simon. Hashtag blame Simon. We lost cameras. Tim, your last video was brilliant to watch on how to do the scene. All Tim's videos are brilliant to watch. Not his last, all of them. Tim, I've got to say, Tim is the Luke Towan of the UK, in my opinion. I'm sure glad I didn't stream Total Nightmare. I've got 51.3. Oh, right. Not had issues with it. Did have issues with 35. Set it off to Donegal Junction, and now it is faultless. Right. Okay. I will. In fact, I remember him looking at that. So I will get in touch. Thank you for letting us know, guys. In the bin. Hashtag in the bin. That's Craig's new hashtag, isn't it? Thanks, Guy. Good morning, fellas, from the Iron Horse Route, DNRGW. Thank you for good afternoon from here in the UK. And morning for yourselves. My 50's okay on DC so far. It run fine on DC as well. Jason the Train Freak, the guy, the channel that fired off, got the wheels on the railroads rolling. Thank you for dropping by. It is afternoon for us, and I know it's morning for you. 5 hours behind us, you are. Okay, morning to the Train Freak. Catching up in chat now. Only one thing worries me about these streams is that my computer waking the lady off the house. My 50 is only running on DC. It's a lovely loco. People saying hi to each other. Oh, well, use earbuds. Yeah, could do. Hi to Brian, Digger, Gary, Crossways. Martin saying pitch and sound is fine. Must be just me then. Everything is clear here. Don't know what was going on. Hi, Jason. I did catch a bit of your stream last night. That's from one Brian to Jason of the Train Freak. Got Jeff Lehman to 3D print me some bridge sides and foxes. Shall be doing a video of them. Oh, look forward to seeing them. Foxes. Excellent stuff. Bridge sides. Interesting. Digger, Model Railway, my Bluetooth headsets are dead. Or the chuffing kittens wreck them. Oh dear. Model Railway, yeah. Thanks, Finnerton. Model Railway, how are you doing? Blame Simon. The 50 has a fault. Yeah. Well, hashtag blame Simon. Sorry, Brett. The first Hornby 50s also had traction tyres. No traction tyres on there. Full set, all-wheel pickup. But the only thing is they are copper wheels on that. So no traction tyres at all. It's really heavy. And it does have the rotating fan at the top. It's not had the band, the rubber band cut, which I'm pleased about. And I'm not going to remove it or cut it. I'm going to leave it on there. And some people say it puts a strain on the motor. But it's absolutely been beautiful on here. In fact, do you know what? I'm actually going to run it now. I'm going to see if I've got any. Yeah, I have. So, if I let me just get it moving. If I can remember what code it is. Hang on. Yeah, I know what it is now. Right, so I'm just going to go pick up some wagons, some coaches. Absolutely gorgeous runner, it really is. Right, so it does help if the coaches that I'm wanting to pick up are actually on the rails, doesn't it? Flame, Simon. Bear with me. Just shorted out everything. Right, so what I want in the between is a barrier wagon. What should we have? In fact, we could put those. Let's see if those will go on. No, nothing wants to couple up. Aha, I know why. So couplings on it in upside down. I was wondering why nothing was coupling up. There we go. Right. Yeah, now everything's coupling up. So I'm going to get that back out. Just move that up. Track. Right, here we go then. Hopefully it won't derail. But no, I mean the coaches don't. We do have movement finally. There we go. Right. Good ear. We've also noticed that that caught up with that. Right. '50 is in motion. Let's have a look at the chat. Apologies for not being there. Oh, I've just read something in chat that's really interesting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch camera to the overview cam. And I'm going to come up right here. So, good evening, everybody. I've done it again, evening. I've done it again. Forgetting what time of the day it is. Just have a look at the chat. No problem, Clive. I will get that email over to. I'll get an email over to you as soon as. Right. So catching up with the chat because I've been. So we had the 50 on. I'm going to move this camera that I'm on at the moment. I will move that in a moment, and I'll get it somewhere else, basically. How well we do? We've only got 10 minutes left. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about what's coming up for the rest of the show, the rest of today. Can't believe how fast it's gone. Blames. Hashtag, come on. Hashtag blame Simon. Hashtag blame Simon. I'll just move that anyway. Where's my phone gone now? Put it down. All that excitement. Right, so coming up after me, straight after me is Dave Gilmore. He's back on stream for the Rail Riders. And talking to the Rail Riders, if you don't know what the Rail Riders are, the latest Rail Riders magazine received recently. So that's Dave Gilmore. He's vice chairman of Rail Riders. He'll be back on stream straight after me at 1 p.m. And I've just seen James. He's just said they're frantically track laying at Tinsley right now before the stream goes live. Then coming up after, I'm just looking now, coming up after Dave Gilmore at 2 o'clock, it's Fifield Junction, Edward Smith. At 3 o'clock is the Warley Model Railway Club channel with Andy Hudson. 4 o'clock is currently vacant. We've had a channel move. 5 o'clock is Crossways Point Junction. 6 o'clock is Charlie McGowan. 7 o'clock is Donegal Dad. 8 o'clock is now MRYCG Juniors. That's going to be Jack of Benton Road, Owen of Owens Model Railways, and Zara back again of New Durham Junction. 9 o'clock, it's Valleybrook. Now, that is definitely a stream not to miss because I can't remember the last time he did one on his YouTube channel. So that is a very big rarity. 10 o'clock tonight is St. Peter's Layout. That's Thomas. And to finish off, the MRYCG will be on. I think it's going to be Stuart. And he'll probably try and drag me into it. It's going to be on at 11. But just to round up the day's events. So that's your schedule for the remainder of the day. There are links available, and I will put a link to the next channel to go to straight after this. Or if any of my moderators would kindly like to do that for me, that would be highly appreciated. So the next channel is Dave Gilmore, and his channel name is where is it? It's eHome. I've got to scroll back too far. The channel name is eHome. Where is it? It's the Tinsley TMV and Yard model. It needs to change channel name there to make it easier. So yeah, go check that out straight after me at 1. And we've got 9 minutes to go. So huge thank you to everybody that's tuned in today. I really enjoyed this. And what do people think about this? Have they enjoyed it? To me, it was just a random idea of like, it's like an exhibition, it's like a bit like a virtual exhibition, but it's an all-day thing. Instead of just over a few hours, it stretches and it involves people around the world. Have you enjoyed it so far? Have you found it entertaining? I know it's obviously, I completely forgot it was Easter Sunday, so apologies to those that are spending time with families while watching these or aren't able to watch it all. I'm going to probably watch the replays. This was the third time it was rescheduled due to times. But yeah, what do you think? Would you like to get involved yourself and get into doors? Leave the window open. It's all that dust off those coaches. Would you like to be involved in it if we did another one? But get involved with the MRYCG Facebook group and just go on Facebook if you have it to check MRYCG. If not, go to the website MRYCG.com. All links to all places of MRYCG are in the description down there for you to go and have your own perusal at. Feel free to go and check them out. And we would love to hear from you. Love to hear from you. So quickly going to catch up with the chat. Picture and sound fine. Everything clear here. Hi Jason, I did catch a bit of stream. I think it's scrolled back. 6 hours for me and 1 time zone behind the East Coast. Oh well, oh dear. What's everyone's thoughts on the Rapido Titfield release? I'm not really one for Steam, so not really on my street, but it does look nice. Spinning round. I'm trying to read and it's spinning itself around. Thank you. Enjoyed it so far. It felt like binge watching model railways. I've done too much today, TF. Plus, I will be on Lee's stream at noon. Yes, I have, mate. Thanks, Steve. Look forward to it. Highlight of the day will be Valleybrook at 9 p.m. Yeah. Should definitely do it again. Thank you very much, Peter. Yes, and there's the website. Make sure you include HTTPS / before the www when posting links. Please, moderators. Sparky is just on there posting the link. The channel up next. That's it. Thank you very much. So huge thank you. Apologies, I've not kept up with the chat. It looks like many of you have been chatting away really greatly. 24-hour live stream is doing good. Well done. Keeping us all together today. Thank you very much, Ray, for that. 5 minutes to go. I'm trying to fill 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is for the last 5 minutes, I'm going to whip the camera off there and just give you a random look around the layout for those you've never seen it before. We'll be having my dinner now. They may not be able to join at 1, but hopefully be back at 2. That's Peter. Train Fleet Steve, that's Heathline. Yes, we've started another one now, Train Fleet. For over us here in the UK, it's hashtag blame Simon now. He started it. Can you run a HST? At this moment in time, I can't because they're currently buried on the shelf. I've got 7 sets of HSTs, but I will, and you can see all my HST coaches here. I will, for a future stream, get the HST out. I've got a full 11-car set of the BR Blue HST, and it runs. It does run on traction tyres. It's a lovely runner. I will get that sorted. I've also got 225s. I've got Voyagers. I've got Pendolinos. I've got 6 158s. I've got 150s. I've got 66s. I've got Manor classes. I've got Flying Scotsman class 20s. 57s, 37s, 37s, and 37s. I've got 68s, 2 of. I've got 1. We've got 350. I've got lots of buses. We've got lots of buses if you like buses. Ones that I've driven personally myself. And we've got 50 Organ Corps. So I'm just going to change the camera while I whip that off there. So bear with me. Okay, so if I take, while we've got you on that camera, I take that off there. I can now carry that around. Take that off there. So now I'm going to try my best for the last few minutes. We're going to flip back to this camera. Hello, everybody. There's the whoa, whoa. So we've got 3 minutes remaining, and so we're going to start over here. This is my TMD. Well, so you can see where I'm pointing it, doesn't it? So this is the TMD. This is 4 Eagles DRS TMD, as it states there. Rail Riders. Coming up next, Rail Riders. Woo, woo. So I'm running on a Hornby Elite. We've got 4 main lines at the back. One of them is the upper incline line. There's the 50 and 68.3. This is all still obviously under development at the back end. So continuing, there's the TMD. And that's 6 foot long. Going round to the bus depot. Petrol station. All scratch built, that petrol station. The retail part scratch built as well, pretty much. Still lots to do on it. This is the main station. I'll go over the high street. Loosely based on Crewe itself, very loosely, with my own designs. Back scenes are supplied by Jeff Reedman of Jumble Lane Printing, and that's actually Bristol, by the way, that back scene, if anyone asks. My high street. Through the junction, just step over my wires. This is being redeveloped. The church and the pub's going over onto the other area. This is going to be a caravan site and maybe a stable. That's for future videos. It's all been redone, as that's what I'm up to in the current rock face. If a closer look at the rock face, looking good. The upper line is DC. The lower 3 lines are DCC. And then we're round to the current developed area. And yes, that's going to get painting later. And the scenic area I've been working on over the past few months. And this is the crossover section, which I rebuilt recently over the loft. And that's going to have like a river scene just underneath there. But that's it's a long way off future developments. And that's where the church and the pub's going to go on that extension bit there. So that's it. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. Just turn the camera on. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. Over to the next stream. If you'd like to post the link again, please, that would be very grateful. Whoops, so look at the ceiling. Until next time, then, to everyone, take care. Thank you very much for all this, and I'll see you in another stream very soon. Bye from me at Barnabas Junction on the 24-hour around the world live streaming event. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.